Dang, I was ready. I'm like, damn, Joey, you fell asleep. It's Jade, by the way. My daughter changed my name on here because the Gmail is connected to her phone. Is that crazy? I did not fall asleep, girl. I am here. Hey, Kemet, mind your business, girl. Hey, welcome back, guys. I hope you guys are doing fabulous and living the best version of your reality. Okay, per usual. Can you guys hear me? I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's get into some things. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. I got hair in my mouth. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Welcome back, collective. Hey, hey, hey. You look amazing. Thank you, darling. We're gonna get into some things, collective. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. It's giving Dream Girls 2024. We're your dream girls, boy. We'll make you happy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stop fucking playing. Listen. Got the vocals to match it. Let me stop playing. How is everybody doing tonight? We are gonna get into some things. I know you was gonna say that. Get it? Sickening. Okay, bitch. I'm out here giving Dina. Okay? I'm over here giving Marilyn Monroe when she slept with the two brothers. Okay, bitch? Okay, the president and the brother. Stop fucking playing. Hey. Okay, bitch. So, anywho, we're gonna get into some things here. Is nothing in here? Hey, Maritza. If you guys hear Kemet in the background, don't pay her any motherfucking mind, okay? She's acting crazy. Anywho, we're gonna get into some things because I do have some downloads for you guys. Give me a second. Yeah. Hey, Nati. So, for the ones that don't know me, my name is Hierophant Joey. For the ones that are coming back, you already know what the fuck the deal is. It be crazy over here. So, do what you do what you don't. Don't do anything at all. But whatever you want to do, make sure that it's high vibrational when it's over here, right? Um, we're gonna get to some things because I do have some downloads for you guys, right? And I kind of feel like this reading is more for the singles, but you know, we never know what's really gonna happen. There goes Kemet. You never know what's really gonna happen with spirit, so we will see. But nonetheless, collective, happy Mercury retrograde, happy new moon in Leo. Um, the Mercury retrograde, I think, is in Leo and Virgo, back and forth. It's going to keep fluctuating between both of the signs. So there's a lot of battle between your emotional and spiritual confidence versus your ego. So there's a lot of shit that's going on, right? But I kind of feel like you have to be walking right now by faith and not by sight, right? A lot of the connections, a lot of the relationships, a lot of the things, a lot of the situationships, a lot of the shit that you might be emotionally involved in may look a little sketchy to you, and it's supposed to, because it's really testing a lot of you to see if a lot of you are on the frequency of unconditional love. Are you really ready for a relationship? Are you really ready for when these problems arise, or maybe they're already arising and that's why you're probably here, because the problems are here now. You don't know what the fuck to do within that relationship, right? But I kind of feel like it's different for everybody. So I am gonna grab the download, so give me a second. So we're gonna get into some things. The downloads that I do have, it's 7:52, so it's 7/7. So some of you can be connected to that number, or some of you are seeing that number a lot. With the 7/7, we're gonna see what it means. Um, Spiritually. It carries the energy of spiritual awareness, signifying that you are on the right path in your spiritual journey. Some of you have probably chosen yourself, as what I just heard, right? So when you encounter the number 7/7 frequently, it's a confirmation that you are actively embracing spiritual growth and deepening your connection with the divine energies within yourself. And it's not so much about the people external to you or outside. So some of you have been seeing 7/7, okay? So as for love and twin flame, in a twin flame journey, the number 7/7 can be a positive sign that indicates spiritual growth and development. It can also mean that a reunion with your twin flame is near, and that the universe is affirming your movement toward unification, not separation. So that's why I said in the beginning, you have to really be careful as to what these connections and relationships look like to you, right? This number can encourage you to stay open to positive experiences and changes. Maintain resilience and have a positive attitude with whatever connection this might be collective, okay? Whether you're divine masculine, divine feminine, straight, bi, gay, trans, it don't fucking matter. Because some people act like they never been living in 2024 before. Knowledge the mask barber. The voice is deep. Yeah, it is. And your point? It's probably deeper than yours. I'm doing well in yourself. So at the end of the day, I don't even understand how y'all think this is like entertaining and it's so funny, but try in here wasting your time. Hands are huge and they're literally small as fuck. But go off. Like hop off the live for real. Hey, new to the channel, much love from Yonkers, New York. Hey, love, thank you for tuning in. Change your fire alarm battery. Don't worry about that. Worry about what Spirit got to say. Maybe it's telling you to be alert. And stop worrying about shit you don't need to be worrying about. I'm reporting everybody. Anyway, leave them alone. It doesn't even matter. It just gets people in here. It's fine. Hi everyone. So come in. Anyway, so we're going to get into the downloads, right? And we're going to talk about what these energies are that I've been downloading with the 888 portal and what these connections have to do with the Saturn's retrograde and all of that, right? So, being single and alone are two different things, right? So a lot of you are probably going through this energy where some of you have been single for so long, and then you keep telling yourself that you're alone, that you're alone, that you're alone, but a lot of you are very connected to a jump off, a hookup, somebody that you call your friends with benefits, or your best friend, or your this, or your that. And I kind of feel like this is why a lot of you keep sending off a lot of mixed signals to the universe, and it's simply because you don't know what you want. I'm reporting this transfer being sexy. I'm so done. Anywho, but a lot of you are very, very confused as to what it is that you want. So a lot of the people that are coming into your reality are very confused emotionally as to what they want to experience as well. So some of you might be going through a lot of emotional lessons right now. Some of you might have been going through emotional abandonment issues in your childhood or in your teenage years during certain connections or relationships. So now a lot of you are either afraid to jump into these connections or relationships, whether you know or not that they could potentially hold the energy or vibration for you to turn it into a soulmate connection? It doesn't really matter. I think what really matters is more of the fact of the signals that you're putting out there, or that the people are putting out there. Because, for instance, some of you are talking about, yeah, I'm single, I'm single, I'm single, I've been single for this long, and some of you are indulging in situationships. You need God, dude. Says the person that's in my life. Looking for what? So, at the end of the day, you have to start understanding that when you are in these energies, especially with Saturn's retrograde, a lot of you are going to start being triggered with what you're putting out there. A lot of you are telling yourself that you're single, but still dealing with certain situationships, still dealing with certain people, still putting yourself in certain, like, situations that don't allow you to ascend to a commitment or to a more emotional, stable connection. And I kind of feel like it's because a lot of you within yourselves are in this energy where you don't even know what the fuck it is that you want with yourself, because a lot of you are so stuck on what you're seeing outside of yourself in society with people. For instance, some people that are in here, oh well, this trans and this and this that. But what the fuck are you doing in here? You're wasting your time doing what? I've never seen so many people amazed at sexuality. This goes to show how, like, insecure they are, and like how not in tune with themselves they are. Okay? Because you really coming into a motherfucking life where you don't know nobody, and the first thing you got to say is, what the fuck are you? Who is this creature? Like, you guys are just fucking judging people like you don't even know. People are fucking crazy. They need help. And this is exactly why they're in these motherfucking lives and in these type of things, because they're bored. They don't got shit else to fucking do. And what pisses me off is that you just said that in the reading that I listened to last week. Yep, sure did. Hearing different people's opinions when others don't listen. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Right? So, anywho, so that's the first download. Is a lot of you in this energy of the signals that you're putting out. Well, I'm single, I'm this, or you're telling yourself that you're alone, when in reality you're not. You have ancestors, you have God, you have spiritual guides, you have archangels, you have your friends, you have family members. And the problem is social media, and we talked about this last week. The problem is social media, and the fact that a lot of people aren't willing to put in the emotional work or the emotional actions behind these connections and relationships, because you feel like you already know what the fuck is going on in people's lives because of what they post, what they do, what they're saying, and how they feel on social media. So a lot of you aren't having the conversations, aren't doing certain things, and are looking at people a certain type of way, or are having a certain type of perception about them in situations and whatever the fuck might have you that might be going on in your life. And it's because of the social media and not being able to filter emotions the correct way and have these conversations. So now you see that we just went through Mercury retrograde, the pre-shadow, and now we're in the Mercury retrograde. And a lot of you are seeing that a lot of the conversations that should have been had like years ago, months ago, you're having now. Or the conversations that a lot of you have been ignoring, now you're having through text and your emails and through this, and instead of having these conversations in person, because you're avoiding the emotional reactions or the emotional reflections that you might have while you're in these conversations. Literally says the name on the channel. Yes, my name is Hierophant Joey. Right? So, with that being said, I kind of feel like this energy is very interesting because it's kind of like the universe recalibrating you to kind of like recheck and rebalance the energies that you're putting out there versus what you're telling your, because what you're telling yourself and what you're confessing with your mouth holds frequency and holds energy. So it's going out there and then you're trying to figure out why the fuck you do feel alone, or you do feel like this, or these conversations aren't being had, or these relationships aren't going the way that you want them to. And it's because of the frequencies and energies that you're putting out there. Right? The other download is, be careful with those that have the God complex of wanting to save you or thinking they'll be the ones to love you better than anyone else. People can only save themselves. And it's so funny because it just reminded me of the people that were in here, like talking all that shit and like, like go seek God and blah, blah, blah. And they're telling you how to go save yourself, but they're not saved, because if you were so saved, what the fuck are you doing in the tarot reading? What are you actually doing in a motherfucking tarot reading? If you're so motherfucking saved and you're so holy and you're so perfect and you're so this, what are you looking for? I'm pretty sure it's healing. I'm pretty sure it's the same healing that you're projecting to everybody else and telling them that they need, right? So this is like, this is what I keep saying. The signals that people are putting out, they don't realize that the same very things that they're saying to other people or saying to themselves is the same very things that they're manifesting, because the universe is only going by the motherfucking frequencies that you're putting out. Trying to recruit your followers. That's all right. They don't know that they're the weak ones. Exactly. Right? You literally have to go into a peaceful place and disrupt the energy because you're so peaceful and so high vibrational and so loved by God. Like, it's so weird. The other one is, you can lead them to water, but it doesn't mean they'll drink or follow. Okay? A lot of you are being pushed to learn the lesson that it doesn't matter how many times you tell somebody how to do something, or how to be in a relationship, or how to express emotion, or how to be honest, or how to be, if it's not in their fucking bones, it's not in their bones. To be quite honest, if it's not, if they don't like hot sauce, they don't like hot sauce. If you don't like Pepsi, bitch, you don't like Pepsi. And it's kind of like, or if you don't, some of you are expecting people to be so emotionally intelligent to just know what it is that needs to happen next, what they need to do next, what needs to come out of their mouth next. And some of you don't realize that the only reason why they don't know what comes next is because you didn't teach them. I feel like I'm wasting my time giving advice. And the reason why you probably feel like you're wasting your time giving advice is because you're putting yourself in the illusion of thinking that these people are going to do any different. And it's only a reflection of how you need to put all the attention onto what you need to be doing different, so these things don't trigger you or drain you. Yeah, that's my problem why I'm single. I be expecting mind readers. Well, at the end of the day, it's pretty much of a reflection of yourself and how you need to go and read your own mind of what it is that you want. Because at the end of the day, you can only control the people outside of you so fucking much. And the fact that you think that you can control people outside of you that have different upbringings, traumas, childhood abandonment issues, fucking rape issues, don't know how to fucking express their emotions, are fucking narcissistic, you're thinking to yourself that you can control them. You also gotta ask yourself if The person wanted advice to begin with, because that's another problem of mine. Sometimes we're so busy trying to save everybody else. Going back to the second download, you have to save everybody else. You think you have to save everybody else, but in reality, you have to just save yourself enough to be able to protect yourself from the things that you need saving from. For instance, like that person that said, I'm tired of fucking giving advice. Well, you need to save yourself from trying to give advice, because clearly these people can give two fucking flying fucks. And maybe you just give too much. Yeah, but they venting and it affects my energy. Right, so this is where you need boundaries. Going back to internally checking yourself. Now you need boundaries, and now you need to tell yourself, I'm not going to allow people to vent to me because you don't listen to the advice. You need to understand, and understand that a lot of people only want to be heard. They don't want a solution. Right? So we're going to move on. I'm pretty sure the reading will touch more on these energies, right? So for some of you, look at this. The next download, and this person was just talking about it. They'll keep crossing boundaries. You forgot they came from toxicity. So a lot of you are not understanding that a lot of the people that are coming to you to vent are coming from a space or an energy or vibration where it was nothing but toxicity. So they don't really want to hear a solution. What they want you to do is trauma bond with them. And if you don't have boundaries in place, that's exactly what the fuck you're going to do. But what's going to happen is that you're going to be drained. For others of you, this is more of the energy of you telling specific people what it is that you don't accept in your reality, and this person still went and crossed that boundary, and a lot of you are still accepting that person around your energy. This person only showed you a smidget of what it is that they would do if you was to give them more of the inch that you just did. If that makes any sense. So some of you really have to think about the people that you're around and how you keep enabling them to keep crossing certain boundaries. Okay? Some of you are realizing that enable for you to be happy with anyone else, you have to be happy with yourself first. And also being free in the way of letting go of all expectations, control of even your own desires for happiness, because it's not a feeling, it's a state of mind. Control even the desire for happiness, because it's not a feeling, it's a state of mind. And some of you are chasing a feeling. And the reason why the feeling doesn't last as long is because it's an illusion of you seeking something external to yourself that brings you temporary happiness. Somebody treating you well doesn't mean they're always going to treat you well every day. One day they'll probably be pissed off and then treat you like shit. What are you going to do that day that they treat you like shit? And this is the problem in relationships. People don't know how to be unconditional. And people don't know the difference. Right? Because the energy is that some of you are chasing temporary happiness and don't even know it. And the reason why you're chasing temporary happiness is because it's linked to all the times that you saw the relationships growing up in your family, as your friends or whatever, even the ones you had as a teenager. It was very much break up, go back, break up, go back, break up, go back. because that was loyalty, because that was love, because that was unconditional, when in reality it was a lack of boundaries, lack of self-love, and lack of self-worth and self-deservance. This is why a lot of you now keep seeking temporary happiness. And if it goes back to that energy of like, well, I keep talking to people and it doesn't last a month. It doesn't last 6 months. It doesn't last 2 weeks. It doesn't last 10 days. And the reason why is because of that. Once you don't get that constant kind of like dosage of happiness back to back to back, a lot of you check out, or the other person checks out. Or stay and traumatize the kids with our indecisive ways. I mean, you experienced it as a kid, right? That's why you're saying it. Being traumatized. And that's the energy that I'm talking about. Seeing those relationships going, oh, they're happy now. Oh, we're sad again. Oh, they're being abusive now. Oh, we're happy again. That's what that is. It goes back to the people that be single and be meeting good people and be like, oh, I just really don't fuck with them like that because they're boring. All because they're not toxic. All because they're not talking about sex. All because they actually want to get to know you on a deep soul level. All because they actually want to get to know your interest. And not just go smoking, fucking, sucking, and buckling and drinking Hennessy. Right? Yeah. That's why they're fucking boring. Because you can numb yourself to actually get to know them. And why would you numb yourself? Because you don't, subconsciously, you don't want to go through the ups and downs, the ups and downs, the ups and downs of actually getting to know somebody. But what do I know? Right? I think that was the last download. Yes. It is a state of mind. And until you're not in that state, you won't mind getting crossed over and not respected and loved in the right way. So let's go into prayer and let's see what the energies are. I'm going to go into the romance angels. I want to use the V Tarot. Let's see what else we're going to go into here. The angels, gods, and goddesses, since we're already on the angel romance. And then probably some advice from the whispers of love. I don't want to do too much with the reading because I want to stay on the same energy, kind of. Even though you always know that spirit will kind of like lead the way and go wherever they need to go. Right? Let's go into prayer. Thank you, Father, Mother, God, for waking us up today, allowing us to be an extension of you, understanding, overstanding, and understanding that we're constantly connected to God, so our spiritual guides, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, anything that is high vibrational to get these messages across to the collective so they can be able to expand and evolve beyond the space and time, whether they are divine masculine or divine feminine. Thank you for your love, your wisdom, and support every day. We're nothing without it, and definitely nothing without you. Thou is the sun, and the sun is me. It is the one, and it is thee. The one that gives us polarity in life. It gave us evolution, polarity, and night. Two lights that derive from the same source. It makes us in its image from the ultimate force. It travels through space and archetypes of mind where here and below you can also find. As above, it is below. When we transcend, we return and we grow. Remind yourself of who you are as you come from the light of God, as you come from the shining star. So it be. Okay. I just heard Spirit say something about somebody coming to your house unannounced for some of you, pulling up to your house unannounced, telling you they're outside. For others of you, this is more about um somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, and it makes sense because of Mercury retrograde. They can be a Virgo or a Leo, but I kind of feel like this is somebody that you haven't seen in a long time, and then seeing them in a setting where they can't be themselves, or they have to be professional, or they have to be like this, or they have to be like that. Some of you saw this person and some of you didn't think anything of it, but the reason why you saw this person is because there's something about this person crossing your path that they will be crossing your path again. And it's either for some of you an apology, and for others of you it's probably to attempt at an apology, but you're still going to see how narcissistic they still are. Okay. um what are the energies here, Spirit, for this reading? Calling in your soulmate, attraction, playfulness, and passion in reverse. Some of you are single, but your soulmate is in your reality. Like, your soulmate is in your life. The person that you're meant to be with is in your motherfucking life. I don't know how many times I have to say this, right? For a lot of you, the soulmate is in your life. What's really happening is that both people are still going through some type of healing, and what they're doing to each other is basically like attracting each other. But what you don't realize is that what's attracting you to each other is the old version of you. And what's triggering you about them or turning you off about them is the new aspects of them, or the new aspects of yourself is what's triggering them, or kind of like they're attracted to. Whatever is vice versa, right? Take it how it resonates. But I kind of feel like the reason why you and this person can't like fit like a glove is because both people are still operating from ego, and then telling themselves that they're being selfless, when in reality they're being selfish on how they're approaching the connection here. Some of you are in a relationship, and the passion, attraction, the playfulness of the relationship, that shit is gone. And it's funny, and it's not funny, but it's interesting because everybody around you or this relationship, like they saw this relationship as like the go-to. Like, this is the relationship that everybody needs to be in. Or this is the relationship that everybody's like, oh my God, they've been together for so long. They went through so much and they're still together and blah, 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 blah. Like, whoever this person is, like, or these people, like, it's very interesting here. Some of you that are in this relationship still feel like this person is your soulmate, and this is how delusional you really are, because if this was your soulmate, then you will be resonating on a soul level with this person, and you and this person can't even get the fuck along. And for others of you, it's more about the people that are not in a relationship yet, but they keep getting attracted and distracted to this person, by this person, or to this person. It's a pull. It's like a take. It's a pull and push. Pull and push. It's what I keep seeing Spirit do here. And the reason why there's a pull and push is because one of them have to break this ego, this egotistical way of approaching the connection. Somebody's gonna break first, is what I'm hearing. And then until then, it's not safe for you to love this person or for them to love you or to open up your heart. Because what's gonna happen is that until somebody doesn't realize, or both people realize, that they're utilizing their emotions within this connection only when it's beneficial to them to manipulate the other person. But they don't use their emotions when the serious conversations need to be had, when the honesty needs to come out beforehand, right when it happens, when you feel a certain type of way. Some of you detour yourself and try to use something else in place of what the truth is, because you're masking hurting this person or how you're going to react, or telling them that because of losing them, but you're also telling yourself that you're so real and so honest and so this and so that. So you're only using your emotions and shit like that when it's beneficial to you and not to the connection and the relationship, or you and the other person. It's only when it's to you. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are resonating with this energy, with this push and pull energy, because I feel like this is really what it is. For some of you, this might also be in the energy of like you pushing and pulling with like, do I even want love? And the fact that you even have to question yourself if you want love says a lot about the relationship you have with yourself. Because somebody who wants love, despite of how the society looks and the dating pool looks and whatever, the only reason why they want love is because they know the relationship that they have with themselves and source. And that real love exists because of how unconditional they are to themselves. So for some of you, yes, it is with yourself. And that's the worst kind, because then you're really confused as to what you're attracting and don't know if it's an illusion or if it's you manipulating it, because of that control energy in the beginning I was talking about. I just don't know what I want really, but I'm not giving up. So you really have to ask yourself, why is it that you don't know what you want? Where does that stem from? Does it stem from seeing too many uncertain relationships and not ever seeing anything concrete? Does it come from having a shaky relationship with yourself and how you love yourself and not trusting yourself enough to be able to make decisions within a connection or a relationship? Because then sometimes you get in fear that you're going to make the wrong decision again. And that's probably why you don't know what you want. Right? It can be many different reasons. But you have to meditate and go within yourself. I have a hate and love relationship with myself. It makes me have love-hate relationships with people to the point where I take everything personally. Yeah, and if you're taking everything personally, that means that you're not able to see the other person's side, which goes back to that ego. You're welcome, love. It goes back to that ego. Some of you are approaching connections and relationships from an ego-based energy. You're taking everything personal, or the other person takes everything personal because they're operating from ego. They can't see how the other person feels or what they think or where they're coming from, because automatically you're taking it personally because it has something to do with your self-worth and your self-love and your self-deservance. Right? I love chopping it up with you guys here. See, I like when none of that negative shit's going on. Let's clarify this with the gods, goddesses, and angels. Let's see if divine masculine and divine feminine. Ooh, there's a lot of shit happening here. The goddess of awakening. Like I said, a lot of you are going through an awakening. This is a wondrous time of exploration, romance, and creativity, right? Then we have, so that's the goddess energy, which is divine feminine. Then we have the goddess of nature. You reap what you sow. Your dream is coming to fruition. For a lot of you, Spirit is talking about, don't worry about the people that keep doing you wrong or disappointing you or crossing your boundaries. Those people are about to reap what they sow now with this Mercury retrograde. Facts. I love the lives. I love the pre-recordings when I'm on my nature walks, but I love these nighttime lives. Got my watermelon juice and tequila. Relaxed with spirit. I know that's right. See, that's beautiful. You know. The angel of space clearing. It is time to clear the old negative thoughts and feelings, like I said, because it's like I said earlier, some of you are still attracted to the old feelings, old emotions, old actions of this person, and some of you are being turned off by them. Depending on what spectrum you are on the spiritual journey or this energy that I'm downloading, but I kind of feel like you have to clear those energies because they're not, they're not coming from a unconditional place. They're coming from a place with conditions. Okay? The angel of guidance. A renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. So some of you don't know what to do with the connection or relationship or situation that you probably think that is over. For others of you, it might be the fact that you know you have to make the decision of ending it, but you don't know what to do. A lot of you are going to get the information that you need, or the situation is going to open up this like door for you that's going to allow you to get a new sense of direction and purpose, or what it is that you're going to have to do with the situation for it to raise it, or for you to raise it to the vibration that you need it to be at, or to, like I said, let it go, because the angel of space clearing is here as well. So we have all divine feminine energy, which makes sense because we're about to go into fall and winter, which is divine feminine energy. Some of you need to protect yourself from somebody and their psychic attacks. I kind of feel like for some of you, this is somebody who's like borderline obsessed with you, and because you block them out of your life, or you're not paying them any mind, or you're not like pressing them any attention like you used to, or you're not texting them or calling them, or when you're talking to them, it's just like, like this person is literally in their mind, like telling spirit or telling God to like make them call me, make them text me, make them look for me, make them this, make them, they're trying to use the law of attraction through their ego. Which some of you, you probably keep thinking of them, or others of you, it's more about you keep dreaming about these people. I've been feeling into tapping into feminine energy. Yes, that is good if you want to tap into feminine energy. That just means you want to be more nurturing, more compassionate with yourself, for others, more creative, use your intuition more, you know. It has nothing to do with females and males. It has everything to do with the human consciousness and the energies that it possesses, right? That we can all tap into. Because the only reason why, like I tell my followers all the time, the reason why a father can be a good father is because he embodies feminine energy. He knows how to be compassionate. He knows how to love. He knows how to understand. He knows how to be nurturing to his children, right? So, and the reason why a woman can provide for her kids is because she embodies masculine energy. She goes out there, she's a hustler, she works, she does this, she does that. Everything that the man would do, she can do. That's because she embodies masculine energy. A lot of us saw masculine energy growing up with our single mothers. So where we are in tune with that energy, but a lot of people are not in tune with the masculine trying to be feminine. You know what I mean? So, okay, so some of you, this has nothing to do with love, but some of you, Spirit is talking about honor and give thanks for the blessings you are about to receive that are coming your way that has to do with money. So a lot of you, there's a lot of money coming your way. So a lot of you, be very careful with how you spend it. Um, and also save for a rainy day. No pun intended, because hurricane season just started, okay? There's somebody here who's wishing for your downfall. Somebody heard good news about you. Yeah, this could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. They heard good news about you, and now it's like they're like bashing you. Well, I don't know how they got that. Well, I don't know what they did to get that. Or I don't know, because to this person, they feel like everything comes easy to you because you never show them your weaknesses, or period. Like nobody ever knows your weaknesses or whatever. And it goes back to this love and hate relationship where this person hates you so much that they actually, the reason why they hate you is because they can't be you. Or it goes back to that energy where I said, that reading where I said, a lot of people hate your blessings because they don't know the work that it took to get them, right? Um, Facts. We just had a hurricane. I know. Talking about that, how was it for you guys? I seen a couple of people that it hit them bad, you know. But I mean, some of you guys know this. These places carry those hurricanes. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody feels emotionally drained because of a situation. This is Taurus energy here. Or somebody feels like they have nothing more to give to satisfy you. So they walked away with the Eight of Cups. But then they're praying and pleading that God brings you whatever it is that you want and whatever it is that you need and blah, blah, blah. But in reality, the whole time that they're praying about the person that they want you to be happy with, while they're praying, they're imagining themselves. So it goes back to that energy of ego. We have Cancer and Taurus here with the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck, we have Aries for some of you. The kicker is that they want the commitment. They want the new beginning. They want the this. They want the that. The problem is that they're afraid to do the work because of all the time and dedication and shit they did for other people in their past, and it was never reciprocated or appreciated or whatever the case may be. So in their mind, they're like, me do this again? And then it turned out like this. They're like in PTSD. They have like relationship PTSD. Then we have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So some of you chose to disconnect from this person, or this person thinks that you chose to disconnect from this person. This person, for some of you, this person feels like because you're seeking new beginnings, or you're dating new people, or you might be like embarking on this new spiritual journey with yourself, that you're not looking to date them or to commit to them, or that you don't believe in this connection no more. So they remove themselves from the situation. Remember to share the videos, guys. Give it a thumbs up and a like for the algorithm as well. It kind of feels like for some of these people, when things get emotionally too much, when it becomes emotionally too much, they self-sabotage. This is what the moon is like. This is what they run to disconnect. When it becomes emotionally too much and they don't know what to do, what to say, how to act to make it better. And for some of you, it's not to make it better. It's that it's going so good. And they're used to that toxicity. Like I said in the beginning, some of them come from toxicity. They're so used to the toxicity that when it's going so good, it makes them afraid, so they self-sabotage. Some of you, for some of you, there's somebody here praying to God that God changes them for you. This is very weird because this person feels like they're not good enough for you, but then this person feels like they're the perfect one for you. Sounds like what I'd be doing. I'm so done. There's somebody here who's asking God to take away the love that they have for somebody that hurt them so bad. They walked away from this relationship, or they're not with this person anymore. Whoever this Cancer, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini person is, they're not in this relationship no more, but they're praying to God that God takes away this pain that this person caused on them, because they still love them. They just hate them. It goes back to that hate and love relationship. They're disappointed in all the time that they spent, all the times they could have died protecting or loving this person, or loving this person more than they love themselves. Then we have the King of Wands. This person could have been with an escort, or like somebody who's just very promiscuous, or like about partying all the time. Then we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Virgo. A bloodsucker is what I heard. It's what they came here to do. Is to be that way, to awaken other people to their own potential. But I kind of feel like whoever this person is, they don't see their own potential. They only see the potentiality of what they can be in the midst or in the shadow of who they're with in a relationship. You're welcome, Paul. The Knight of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Moon again. Yeah. This person can only be powerful in the shadow of the illusion of what somebody else brings to them. You make them happy so they'll be happy. But they will never be happy on their own. They will never be deep on their own. They will never be emotional on their... Like, they're only that way because they they become that for other people, but they don't know how to be that to themselves. Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo. And with the Four of Swords, they're trying to like mentally heal that, because it's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. And it comes from giving so much to the people that they loved and not being appreciated for it. That's where it comes from. So now they don't appreciate what they can bring to others. They only appreciate what they can become when they are with others. I don't know. That's for somebody out there. That was deep. Any other messages before we depart? The Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Oh, this is interesting. Somebody finally accepts the truth for what it is, and it liberates them. You accepting the truth of who... I kind of feel... Okay. For some of you, this is you accepting the truth that you are a good person, that you do love hard, that you are honest, that you bring happiness to others, that you do all of these things. But the kicker is, and the truth that you don't tell yourself, is that you aren't all of these things to yourself. You're literally the bestest friend, the bestest daughter, the bestest son, the bestest this, the bestest girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is that you want to attach it to. You are the best that these people expect from anything or anyone. But the kicker is that you don't know that, and you don't know how to be that to yourself. Which goes back to that energy where I said some of you saw all of those unstable relationships. Or you saw your parents not be those things to themselves. So now you have to be the one to break the generational curse and be that to yourself, while also trying to build the generational curse of viewing relationships in a different way and approaching them in a different way and not feeling lonely and single while doing it. But for some of you, you're using those words too loosely because you aren't single or lonely. A lot of you are still fucking people. A lot of you are still in situationships, and a lot of you are still sleeping with somebody every fucking night. So you're not single and you're not lonely. So you have to stop saying that to the motherfucking universe. Because it's only going to make you abundant in those type of situations. If you knew what you were worth, you wouldn't attract certain people. And if you knew what you were worth, you wouldn't be attached to certain preferences and niggas. Sit with that for the night. Because somebody who values themselves wouldn't like certain niggas to treat them a certain way, whether it's mentally, emotionally, sexually, or else. Anything lower than... You know what I'm talking about? Self-worth been on my mind. Because that's what everybody needs to be working on right now. Let's go to the advice of the reading. Soy tóxica. Yeah, we know. Love makes all the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. What the fuck was we just talking about? If you had self-worth, you will not be seeking security in somebody else. Whether it's mental, emotional, physical, sexual, financial, it doesn't fucking matter. Love is what makes the difference. Some of you are about to hear from somebody, like I said in the beginning, that you haven't heard from in a long time. For some of you, this is somebody who's overseas. For others of you, this is somebody that went through a transformation through a relationship. Like, they probably were in a relationship the last time you heard of them. Now they aren't. They can be a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And for some of you, a Pisces or a Cancer. 31. Love is strong and can endure anything. If you trust love, everything else will fall into place. When there are challenges, it is important to keep your heart open. Healthy boundaries are an essential aspect of creating trust in a relationship. You should be able to give freely from your heart to your partner's heart. Your partner, in turn, should be able to share, knowing you will treasure this mutual respect. Use kindness as a rudder in relationships to keep communication and feelings on course. Kindness is the value that allows both parties to feel understood and nurtured. It validates loving interactions. Keep kindness at the forefront of difficult conversations to keep contempt and anger in check. A young woman plays a record through a morning glory speaker to call to her love while she travels on a turbulent ocean. She daydreams of lovers riding in a boat on placid water. Think about what you want in your life. Love will help to set things right. Remember, relationships need work to keep them strong. And then I also heard some of you keep hearing a song repetitively, and it's getting annoying. And the reason why it's getting annoying is because you need to listen to the lyrics of that song. The lyrics of that song is either how your higher self is telling you how you need to feel about yourself, or it's how the other person feels about you, but you believe something else. I don't know what that's about. My name is Hierophant Joey. For the ones that don't know me, for the ones that do, you already know how I feel about you. I love you. Remember to always let your celestial light shine. I hope that this reading brought you some type of light and clarity, illumination to your soul. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and all of that collective, and to share the video to your friends and all of that, and to keep it pushing, because I will be back with more downloads. I have many of them. Thank you for tuning in. The song is called Genesis. That's crazy. Yeah. Starting all over with the love of self. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, collective. God bless you as well. Bye.